Stanley from All Rock, and it's a great pleasure to be here today on this first day of Hellfest 2017 with TYR. So guys, how are you today?
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you?
So I'm very great. Very hot outside. It's fucking insane. And you played 2 hours ago, 2 or 3. You played at 3 or 5. 3 or 5 at the.
It's 3 hours ago already.
And how was the show for you?
Wonderful, wonderful. That was the place was full. That was packed, and our show went well.
Yeah.
We're very, very satisfied.
It's not the first time here at the Hellfest.
It's our second time.
Second time. So how was the first time for you? Because how was the difference between the first performance when you played for the first time at the Hellfest and this second time?
The first time I was here, I was very ill, so I didn't get much of the atmosphere. I came on stage and I had to leave immediately after. But this time, I think there were more people.
Yeah.
And now I feel fantastic. I'm not ill anymore, and the atmosphere is great. I love this festival. They have a great lineup, us among other bands, and it's great.
Well, I can't really compare it since I wasn't a member of TYR since only since last year August. So I'm just the hired thug.
But you're effective.
But I just love this this stage performance and this concert. So Hellfest seems to be getting one of my favorite festivals ever.
And we talk about about another festival because you played a few months ago in February at the near from Paris at CERNUNNOS PAGAN FEST as an headliner. So with other pagan bands. So how was the show for you? Because that was because I was there for this festival. So how was the show? Because that was a fucking great show to this night.
We said it already. My memories of CERNUNNOS are very, very good. It was a great arrangement. It was a great show. There was also a packed hall. We were very pleased with that performance also. For the last 3 or 4 years, all our shows in France, I think, have been very, very good. As in very well visited. As for our performance, I think other people have to decide that.
Yeah, because you play as a headliner, so it's more specific for you because it's a more source of tension, of a stress to play as a headliner or another band. It's more stressful for you, or it's not okay? You take the show.
I think we make the same show if we're headliner or not. I think since CERNUNNOS, our show has expanded a bit. We have a bigger crew now, but if it doesn't matter if we're headliner or playing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We try to make the same show for everybody. Yeah. So there's no difference in that for us.
Well, to be precise, for me, CERNUNNOS was very important because I was playing with my other band as well there. So we were playing at 5 p.m. with Riada, a Hungarian folk metal band, and then at 10 p.m. with TYR, the headlining show. So, I mean, both shows were incredible. The place was already packed in the afternoon, and till the evening, it just got better and better, you know.
That was not so because you played 2 times in the same day.
Yes.
But wasn't not a tired feeling about that because you are okay. You have still punchy.
I felt absolutely great.
A strapping young lad.
Yes, I am.
And we want to talk about because following this CERNUNNOS, you play here at the Hellfest. But at the beginning of June, I saw on your Facebook page a video about the best recordings of the new album. So what's up with this? What's new? What's up with this new upcoming album?
Well, we're recording it at the moment. I think we're about 3 or 4 songs done with the recordings. Of course, I just contacted Jacob Hansen's studio and see when they're free. They didn't get back to me yet. We hope to have the album done by September, and then it's up to the label when they release it, but usually they need about 3 months from we're done until they release
maybe
it.
for the fall of the year.
So in best case, it will be at the end of the year, December. We hope to make that. I can make no promises at the moment, but that's what we're aiming for.
And how was the recording process during this? Was it not so hard to find new ideas and new films, new subjects,
I have like 20 or 30 ideas just lying around on my computer, and Teddy and Gunnar have a lot of ideas also. So when the time comes to decide which songs to put on the band, which was years ago already, we just look at each other's ideas and decide which ones we're going to put on the album. And that was 3 years ago, maybe. And then we decided to work on those songs, and since then we have been working intensely on precisely those songs. So there's a lot of editing and arrangement going on after we decide on which ideas to use. But there's no lack of original ideas. We have plenty of those.
And for you're right. Last year with TYR. So this is your first real recording process with TYR. So, well, yes or no?
We'll see. We're still in the demo phase. I mean, I received a song from TYR, and I did some recording in Budapest where I live, and we are going to have a look at the other songs and the other ideas I'm going to add, or I'm able to add to the songs, and then we'll see what happens in September.
Yeah, what happens, yes. And have you chosen the name, or it's not the case actually, or?
We have the name for a few years now, but it's still not public. I'm gonna wait until we finish the lyrics.
Yeah.
The name may change, so it would be no point in me telling you now, because it's subject to change still.
You will finalize about the name choice after the recording process.
Exactly.
So, and how was your plan? Because like you said, you will end at least the recording process in September. So after this, it's a promotion about this, the label contact.
Exactly.
What are your plans for maybe some show for the end of the year, or you wait the beginning of 2017?
It depends maybe on what the label plans, when they want to release it and when they want to start the promotion. But as soon as they give us their plans, I mean, we will make as many tours as possible. And this time we decided to make only headliner tours. It's a long time ago since we made a headliner tour. And we will make a headliner tour over Europe and Eastern Europe and the US and probably South America also, at the very minimum. Around the time we release the album. So yeah, we will definitely be back in France for a headliner show.
Yeah, maybe a mini, not Paris or other cities.
I don't know yet. It's impossible to say precisely where we're going to go, but we will be back in France definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I hope really too, because if you want, I know a little venue in the north of France, near from the Belgian frontier. It's Lille. At Lille, the aeronef of Zenith of Lille. So, but some metal bands, Sabaton play there. Lille, Lille.
Yeah. It rings a bell. I think we were there.
Yeah, because of like I said, Sabaton plays at this venue at beginning of this year.
We were there with Sabaton some time ago. We were on tour with Sabaton like a year and a half ago or more. But I do remember the name Lil.
Ah yes, Aeronef. Maybe it's near from the station, the train station. Maybe no, if you don't remember, because
I have a horrible memory for these things.
Yeah, it's the Aeronef. Yes,
yeah.
It's Aeronef. And I want to know, like I said in off but before this interview, we have many pagan bands here, and now actually in France we have many festivals, with many creation festivals specialized in black metal music, pagan music, Celtic music, folk metal music. So what was your advice about the evolution of pagan music? the pagan metal in since the beginning of since the decade, since many years ago?
That's a very, very interesting question. I mean, the only thing that set pagan folk Viking music apart from other music is the sort of the ideology behind it. There's no real difference on the music, so it points to a trend in Europe, or Western Europe at least, towards some I don't know, some pre-European original substance, and well, I think that may be a good trend, so long as we keep the extreme right wings at a distance, you know.
Because many people and many metal fans really love about the Viking mythology, like the last album of Amon Amarth, Yom's Viking, about this, because especially in France, some metal fans like the Viking culture, the Scandinavian culture about this. So maybe it's a reason that the pagan music, or like I said, Scandinavian metal is really appreciated in France.
I think it is. I hope it is, and the better for us. If we count as Scandinavians, we are maybe insular Scandinavians in best case. Yes. If that's what's happening, I mean, good. More power to that.
If you have the opportunity, it's the Rencontré festival.
We were there twice already.
Yeah.
And in Germany, right?
No, it's near from Lyon.
No, we were not.
Ragnarok. It's Ragnar.
I see. They contacted us, but we have not played there yet.
Yeah. This year is the second edition, because they launched the first edition last year, and second edition, and maybe they have many bands on black metal or pagan music. It's an example. Last year with Belfegor or other stuff. Over the Eindhoven play last year for the first edition.
Yeah.
So maybe we will see you as we.
I hope.
I
have direct contact to them, and we'll see for next year.
I have a contact.
Very good.
I send you at the Facebook page.
Please do.
My private message. And for ending this interview, so thank you so much for your time, because I fucking appreciate you, man. So because I see you at CERNUNNOS, and I see the second half of the show today, because I see first in Avatar, because I have in Avatar an interview also today.
Yeah.
So what is your message for the fans? Because the people here make a great show for them today. They're really warming about you. What's your message for fans? We'll see you today. We'll see you maybe in the future dates or the last.
I have the same message always. Thank you very, very much for coming to the show today. In the future, please come to our shows in France, and please buy our albums, either the physical copy, or buy it on iTunes, or buy it on Spotify. That will make a great difference to us.
Well, I can say the same. I mean, that's the only way you can keep a band alive, that you're going to their shows and supporting their stuff. You know, I mean, it seems like a big party, but of course there's a lot of work in it, and this work is only gonna pay itself if somebody is listening. So thank you very much,
and good luck for the end of the process about the new album, and see you very soon about the promotional day of the album in France and Paris, maybe in Paris for sure. I think so. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for your time, and see you next time in the promotion, or maybe in a show in France.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.